Hi, my name is Phoebe Schembri. I'm a dancer with the Bayerisches Staatsballett, and I will be dancing Cacti as part of the Common Ground program. The piece is about how, at that part of Ekman's life, he was being criticized a lot by some critics, and he was kind of getting tired of someone telling him, this is how this should be. Why should one person criticize his work? Why should one person dictate what the piece should look like or be about and things like this? So it's kind of a nod or a satire to critics in general. So you can see this, the evidence of the art criticism, quite a few times during the piece. The piece starts off with the musicians playing, but then there's a spoken word, and it's kind of just describing what maybe the critics would say or the internal monologue that Ekman has. And throughout the piece, there are movements that we just kind of are being a little bit silly. So we're laughing on stage, we're not doing something that is so correct and classical. We can be ourselves and have a laugh on stage, be a little weird in a way. We're moving around a lot. We are jumping around and just creating lots of noise with our bodies. The musicians start the piece, but we join in quickly and we have what's called the rhythm section at the beginning, and we are creating sounds with our hands or with our mouths or slapping on our bodies to create music. But this also works with the musicians. So sometimes the musicians are playing and we're creating sound too, and sometimes they're silent and we're just the ones creating the sound. And then after there's a clapping section, which again, they're playing their music, keeping us in time with what we have to do, but we're creating a human orchestra, basically. And Ekman does say this, that we are creating a human orchestra. So we're working together, so we're both making the music, which is very cool. It's very cool to do. So the boxes are a pedestal. They're different hierarchies in a way. So we have 5 sets of boxes, 5 levels, and then the biggest one is quite a difference from the first one. So there is a change in height. And yeah, they just kind of represent the different hierarchies and putting us on a pedestal. It definitely has to do with power, I think, and who has the power? Do we have the power? Do the critics have the power? Maybe it's a fine line of knowing who, but yeah. If I were to describe Cacti in 3 words, I would probably use energetic, loud, and maybe charismatic, because I think you see all of these 3 things during the piece. Also during the last duet, there's a monologue that plays, and it's kind of a funny duet between the 2 people. They're kind of in a relationship and they're trying to figure out whether it works or whether it doesn't work, and the only thing like keeping them together is this one cat. And I don't know, it's just kind of like a play on not take anything too seriously. I think dancing Cacti is going to be extremely fun, very energetic, and I think the audience can expect a lot. Lots of different lighting cues, musical cues, and kind of like just a lot of fun to expect. And it's very cool that we have a live string quartet on stage. I don't think you see that very often. So it's very cool to just see and experience that, and to experience dancers maybe having a little bit of fun and hearing us too, because we're speaking as well at some points. So something that maybe people aren't used to. I think it's going to be very good. Yeah.